Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.86 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 9.92%. and in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. From the all-time high, Polygon Matic has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us to around the $0.32 mark, and from that point we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, which I'm going to focus on the 4-hour chart. And in that movement to the upper side, I believe that is a wave 1 which is in formation, and I expect the price of Polygon Matic to continue pushing to the upper side, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before that plays out, there are key movements that we expect to play out on this chart, and I believe we are in the formation of that wave 1 to the upper side, having the target area for that first wave to the upper side at around the $1.94 mark and the $1.66 mark, which is the minimum that I expect that wave to the upper side to do, basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the Fibs here connecting the all-time high, you can see that that yellow target lies between the Fib level 0.618 and the Fib level 0.5, which is the minimum that I expect that wave 1 to the upper side to do. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can get into the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart, here on the 4-hour chart you can see that Polygon Matic has been respecting the Elliot waves, and we have this fractal wave for that first wave to the upper side, which is in formation, and I believe at the moment we are seeing the formation of a wave 4, and soon we might see that pump to the upper side, having a wave 5 taking us to the target area for that first wave to the upper side. And if I get into the details of these Elliot waves patterns that I have over here, you can see the price, once we touched the low at around the $0.32 mark, we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a wave 1. Then after making the high for that wave 1, we saw a retracement in a wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's we can try and see whether the wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to do, basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the Fibs connecting that low down there to the high of that wave 1, you can see that the wave 2 has done the minimum by going to around the 0.32 Fib level. We overshooted that area a little bit and then started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, breaking above key areas of support and resistances, and I had a target area for that wave 3 to the upper side within this yellow target up here at around the $0.93 mark. And the price of Polygon Matic respected that. We went up to that key target area, we overshooted it a little bit to around the $1 mark. Then we have started seeing a very nice retracement to the lower side, and because this wave 4 is a retracement to the lower side, we can use the Fibonacci's to get the minimum retracement for that wave 4. So if I use the Fibonacci's connecting this low down here to the high of the wave 3, that should give us a minimum target area for that wave 4, which is between the Fib level 0.618 and the Fib level 0.5, which is down here, and that is between the $0.78 mark and the $0.71 mark. And the price of Polygon Matic has done that, has respected that. You can see today we maximized that target area. The price in the morning we were trading at around the $0.72 mark, and that maximized that target area, which I had here on the charts. And another thing to note is that that wave 4 is an ABC correction. So over here we can see an ABC correction here on this 4-hour time frame, having that as a wave A. Then we saw a wave B, and then a wave C taking us into that yellow target. And having done that, it's possible that the price of Polygon Matic might have seen that reversal to the upper side by completing that wave 4 to the lower side, and soon we might see a nice breakout to the upper side to complete that wave 5. And here within this ABC correction, I also have a channel which we have been trading within. So if I draw a channel over here, you can see the price of Polygon Matic has been trading within this channel, and just a few hours ago we have had that breakout to the upper side, and we have continued pushing to the upper side. And that brings me to the very first scenario that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that the price of Polygon Matic might continue pushing to the upper side and get into this key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark. And once we get to that key area of resistance, we have a retest of that area and then continue pushing to the upper side. And once we start trading above the high that we made over here at around the $1 mark, then that breakout to the upper side will be confirmed, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. And in that movement, I expect us to complete the formation of the wave 5, to complete the first wave to the upper side. It's also possible that maybe the low is not yet in for that wave 4, and we might get rejected over here, then have a massive pullback to the lower side. And in that pullback, I expect us to go to the area between the $0.78 mark and the $0.71 mark, and maybe make a lower low below this one that we made today. And in that movement, I also expect us not to go to around the $0.62 mark, because by so doing, if we get to around the $0.62 mark, that will be invalidating my Elliot wave count, because a wave 4 should not retrace to the areas overlap the high that was made by that first wave to the upper side. So I expect us, once we lose this key target area down here, I expect us not to go to around the $0.62 mark, because that will be invalidating my moves, my Elliot wave count. And if I also take a look at the indicators to see whether those movements can be supported here, on the RSI we are trading at around the 59 mark, and that would mean we have massive room for us to continue pushing to the upper side in that wave 5. If we also get rejected at that key area of resistance up there, we also have room for us to support that downward movement to the lower side. Here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices on the Polygon Matic chart are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.